These Path of Exile builds of the week are becoming my favorite time of the week because I love seeing exactly in Path of Exile what you can build and the craziness that comes along with this spectacular game. Let's go. Good old season 13, Corpse Explode, Poison Pathfinder. Listen, you know one thing, hold on. One thing that I want to one thing I want to say real quick is whenever I first started making content for PoE, I had no idea who Subtractem was, right? The guy right here, it says made by Subtractem. I never knew who he was. Now I do. I was proud of myself. All right, let's see.
Corpses exploding forever, automatically. Subtractem's Pathfinder build is beautiful and only has one little downside.
What is this?
Mind the sound of the eternal tennis match? Then you'll want to keep watching.
What? No way. Dude, that's freaking hilarious.
Welcome to Build of the Week. I'm from Games.
It's funny. I love that.
It all starts with charms from the Affliction League.
Okay.
In particular, we're looking at this delightful mod. Nearby corpses explode when you war cry. This explosion deals damage based on the life of the monster.
That's pretty dirty.
If we stack up 3 of these charms,
what, 18?
The corpse we detonate will deal 18% of its life
18?
as physical damage.
Wow.
At this point, we already kind of have a build. Cast Desecrate to create a corpse pile, then detonate them with a war cry. A fine start.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty simple too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like that's pretty simple. I imagine those charms are pretty expensive though. I bet you they're coming up in price.
This is Path of Exile, and Subtractem went further.
Yeah, he did.
To create an engine to automate the build. The Eternal Apple is an unusual shield built around war cries. When you're holding this thing and you lose any endurance charges, you will trigger a socketed war cry skill. We can ensure—
Hold on a minute, what? Triggered a socketed war cry skill on losing endurance charges. Okay, I think I get it.
Using endurance charges with a replica fragility jewel, which pops once a second.
Losing endurance.
Now all we need
Hold on.
to constantly gain.
Hold on.
Trigger a socketed war cry skill. We can ensure that we're losing.
No, back up.
Built around war cries. When you're holding this thing and you lose any endurance charges, you will trigger a socketed war cry skill.
Okay, I get that.
We can ensure that we're losing endurance charges with a replica fragility jewel, which pops once a second.
That's cool. Okay, it clicked. Light bulb. Oh, jeez. That's cool. I like that.
Now, all we need is a way to constantly gain charges.
Okay.
For this, we need the Enduring Composure Cluster Jewel passive. With this, we're sure to gain 1 endurance charge per second if we've been hit recently.
That's smart.
How do we ensure that we're always getting hit so that we can trigger Enduring Composure consistently?
That is smart.
Well, if you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself. That's the unofficial tagline of Skuld's Bridle.
Okay.
A unique helmet that deals physical damage to you based on the mana you spend.
Your skills deal you 400% of mana spent on upfront skill mana cost. That's physical damage. Subtractem, you freaking man, you.
Subtractem only has a couple of skills that spend mana.
Okay.
Just enough to do a negligible amount of self-damage and trigger Enduring Composure.
Really not much.
Now
Yeah.
we're all set up to cry constantly. Such is life. Finally, we need something to cry about. Subtractem is using Unearth, a spell that fires projectiles that creates corpses.
What? Hold on. What? What? Hold on. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. Sorry. All right. My bad. You got distracted.
It's linked to cast when stunned. So how do we ensure that hits are enough to stun us and cast Unearth automatically?
So, are the projectiles shooting him? Looks like that's what it looks like. The projectiles are shooting him.
The tried and true method is this Energy Shield Mastery. This adjusts our stun threshold so that it's based on our energy shield instead of life. As long as we have as little energy shield as possible, this works wonderfully.
Okay.
This setup does necessitate the use of Immutable Force, a jewel that greatly improves our stun recovery.
990%.
The engine is running. War cries, corpses, and explosions forever. The first concern is our war cry cooldown recovery rate.
Okay, yeah.
If our war cries are too slow, they'll trigger less than once a second, and the build will feel anemic.
That's...
The Eternal Apple already has some lovely war cry cooldown reduction built into it. We can pick up some more with this sneaky combo.
So just with the shield, you're getting 50.
To jump over here on the tree to grab deep breaths. Lastly,
wow.
We need to get our Warcry gems to 23% quality, which again improves our cooldown recovery rate to where it needs to be.
Wow.
In corpses, Subtractum is also self-casting Desecrate when encountering bosses and other tough content. The corpse limits for Unearth and Desecrate are separate, so it makes sense to have both.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have more damage.
There's a neat trick you might not know about. We can actually choose what kind of corpses we're creating. If we pick up a Raised Spectre gem and use it once, we get to keep summoning the corpse we choose forever with Desecrate.
Now, I knew that
We
one.
don't even have to keep Raised Spectre equipped. Subtractum suggests finding a corpse of a Katava's Herald monster because it has a high life pool which works well for our corpse explosions. To scale our damage,
Yeah, because it's scaling. It's scaling with their health, right? It's scaling with their health.
Poison, achieving 100% chance to poison from sources like these. Poison.
All right, hold on. Poison chance 15, 10. Amethyst ring. Herald of Agony has 58% increased buff effect. Okay. 20% poison on hit. All right, that's cool. So the gloves and everything. Okay, the jewels.
Excellent choice here, because multiple instances of poison stack when things are hit by multiple explosions.
I really want to try a poison build next league.
Exploding plenty of corpses. With this setup, we can also make the most of chaos damage scaling on the tree, and with debuffs like Wither.
Yeah, but
Defense
yeah, I was gonna say how
a tricky prospect because
how glass cannon is this?
to solve. Subtractum isn't investing into evasion because getting hit more often means generating more corpses.
Right.
We can't use Energy Shield either, as we're trying to keep our stun threshold as low as possible with the relevant ES mastery. However, there is an elegant solution here. Blood
Okay.
Notch. This jewel recovers life
Blood
from
Notch.
stunning hits, and since we're getting stunned often, this works rather well. Otherwise,
Sheesh.
the focus is on mitigation. Our body armor, Lightning Coil, converts some physical damage we take to lightning damage, which is easier to mitigate.
Okay. Yeah, because you have your resist.
Of Hate has a similar property, converting damage from physical hits into cold damage. Defiance of Destiny provides life before each enemy hits us.
Yeah, that one is a good one.
You'll also notice we don't
That's a
have
good
much
jewel.
life pool due to other concerns taking priority. This, along with the
So it has super low life. I don't know if I like that.
makes damage over time effects like bleed especially dangerous. So Subtractum has gone out of the way to acquire bleed immunity.
Wow.
He's also
Yeah.
switched to several ways to improve ailment avoidance and chaos resistance. This build is smooth and effective.
I'm not gonna lie. I've just recently learned about the whole corrupting blood immunity thing. Like that. Honestly, with this last build that I've been doing with the gauntlet, I've realized corrupted blood.
Combining multiple creative mechanics into one powerful machine. Depending on the budget, it excels at clearing difficult content like juice maps and simulacrums.
That'd be fun. Simulacrum. We haven't done one of those in a while.
For his contribution. Be sure
That
to
was a
check
good
out
build.
the video linked below. If you'd like to look like a
I like it, and I like this. I like how he looks too. I like how his boots are kind of glowing, like he's got Nikes on or something. I don't know.
See you next time.
I really like this. I really like this one. Like, it didn't seem overcomplicated. I really this build of the week this week, I felt like this was probably one of the better ones. And the reason that I say that is because it didn't seem overly complicated, and I felt like I could probably do this one. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them, it's like you need 1% here, 2%, 1%, 1.0153728.5. Like it's like you just constantly. And I felt like I couldn't ever try the build. You know what I mean? But this one actually feels like I could try it. So I like that. Big shout out to Subtractum. I've actually checked out some of his content. He actually, whenever I was trying to learn how to craft, was some of the videos that I watched to learn how to craft. So big shout out, my man. Also, if you guys, this is Friday, so we will be finishing up our gauntlet tonight on stream. So we will be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So if you guys haven't done it yet, you got to hit the like, subscribe, notify, and you need to head over to Twitch and go give a follow so you don't miss the content, because we are in Act 4 and we will be finishing up our gauntlet. We're going to keep going until we die. But once we die, we're going to be switching gears and heading into the last epoch. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really loved this build of the week, and I hopefully will be having another one next week. I don't remember how long they go with them. So, all right, guys, love y'all, and I'll see y'all later tonight. Let's go. Ha! Get it.